They say the human mind can sense when something isn't right. But what happens when you realize you're not alone in the dark? Tonight we uncover the truth behind the forgotten shadows. Alright, before we move to our scary story, make sure to subscribe to Nightmare Horror. Now let's move to the video, if you dare. They were eating, but they had no idea whether they would ever eat again because they were sitting at a table where someone had once been hunted. Yes, someone's prey. Alright, let me show you from the beginning.
You want some more salad, honey? Move! Into the hall, now! Shut the door, hurry! It's coming!
They had caught a haunted object from the sea, but they had no idea this was going to be their last haunting.
Hurt you here. Net's slipping. Pull it in. Easy, girl, easy. Just breathe, all right? Breathe.
This news reporter had reached the exact spot where a terrifying story was about to unfold. At first, she saw a shadow. She ignored it. Then suddenly a strange man appeared, touched her hand, and said nothing. But seconds later, the girl began to turn into stone. Yes, stone. The news reporter talked a lot about what happened, how it happened. But she too was gone. The farther this girl walked, the bigger her shadow grew. At first she tried to ignore it, but then she couldn't stop staring, because this shadow looked too strange, not like a normal one. Our shadows are usually just a bit taller than us, but hers was 7 feet longer, just like you're seeing in this video. What if you were standing still, yet you could still hear the footsteps of someone walking nearby? Yeah, that's exactly what happened to this girl. If you also like doing experiments like this, then don't try this one, because it could turn into a battle for your life, just like it did for this girl. But luckily, she survived.
Morada, sí, estoy bien.
Daniela, ¿qué te pasó?
¿Qué me pasó de
¿Cómo se ve como
qué?
morada?
Sí.
Deja saber que quieta ya.
This bunker is from 1942, the time when they used to bring their enemies here and lock them underground. Those people couldn't do anything. They weren't allowed to talk to anyone or even meet anyone. They were trapped here and died here. And even now there are still many shadows left behind in the... Suddenly a light appears and suddenly it vanishes. How? Watch it in this video. The developers have found another map, the maker of this world. This map shows cities that don't exist in our new modern maps, like the vanished map, and many other countries the developers discovered.
Walking side by side, and I'm gonna see my man.
This place may look green and beautiful, but it's just as terrifying because more than 5,000 deaths have occurred here till now. It was 3 a.m., and this girl was talking to someone. When her mother asked who she was talking to, the girl replied, "Can't you see my friend? Her name is Alexa, and she's talking with me." The mother said, "Where is Alexa?" The girl answered, "She's right here. Can't you see her?
Amy?
This is the edge of our world, the last place where homes once stood. Beyond this point, there's only endless sea and land. Nothing else. And this place is so haunted that even flowers refuse to bloom here.
To this plane wreckage.
This girl comes to a place with some boys, but there they find their tents. Wherever she leaves, the boys also arrive at the same spot, and they start searching for the girl here and there, but they find nothing. Then they leave, but later they talk to each other and start looking again, yet the boys still find nothing. After the boys leave, two girls appear, but yes, they were separated, so they could not come close to each other. So how did such a big girl appear? It's a puzzling matter that will make you think. And then the way those boys left, that girl also comes out, but 3 days later the dead bodies of those people are found. Yes, dead bodies.